Hello and greetings, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and the world, and welcome back to another amazing Kyle Minger Show video. Today, guys, I just came back home from seeing a movie at the movie theater. I know I normally usually do videos at the movie theater, but I went to go see it with my mother today. But before I continue on, if you guys is new to the Kyle Minger Show, don't know exactly what I normally do. I just do reviews for when I go see movies in theaters, Disney Plus, Netflix, and sometimes my other videos I would do trailer reactions, unboxing videos, gaming videos, and theory videos. Sorry, and I have done those in a little while, but stay tuned for the near future because there's going to be a lot more coming along the way. So yes, like I said, guys, I just came back home from seeing Ghostbusters, the Frozen Empire, and yeah, mostly when I do my reviews for when I see a movie at the theater, I normally do it at the theater. But for today, I went to go see it with my awesome mother, and I wanted to not have us way outside just to do it with the cold. Especially, I like to take care of my mom. So after we went to get some dinner, and then after we got some stuff, came home, ate my dinner, and after I want to do my video. So that's what I'm doing for you guys right now. So yeah, so I just saw Ghostbusters: The Frozen Empire, and I gotta say, I kind of like the first one, Afterlife, and I was waiting until as soon as I saw the end of the movie where one of the members of the original Ghostbusters is now a CEO, Mr. Winston himself. I can't remember his first name in the movie, but Winston has his own company. He bought the firehouse. He brought back the Ghostbusters in New York. So, and then this one, he brought the family who was Spengler's grandchildren to New York, so they would live in New York, so they would help them, bust a lot of other ghosts and put them in containment, because there's still ghosts out there in New York that still needs to be, busting, and it makes them feel good. Oh, guys, there's a lot of here and there humor. It was just great. There was a whole bunch of nostalgia moments from the original Ghostbusters movies where it showed like some original actors from back then. Remember that one officer dude or commissioner dude or whatever that was in one of the old Ghostbuster movies where he was trying to persuade the mayor on trying to put away the Ghostbusters. So remember that one dude that didn't like him as much? He's actually now the mayor of New York, and ever since he got that position, he's been wanting to put away the Ghostbusters for a very long time and get away from that business. But he tried doing that in this movie like he did before in Ghostbusters 2, where he had the authorities shut down the Ghostbusters machine down in the basement, which was a bad idea because it exploded. It shot out a whole bunch of ghosts up in the sky. Well, it was kind of that same thing with this one, where it was Uno Maruno. It was actually this big ice deity that actually caused the ghost containment container in the firehouse to explode, and all the ghosts ran free. So it was still kind of the mayor's aka fault for this happening, because he decided to send the police to the fire department and get all their things, because Phoebe was causing a lot of trouble through New York, and she was causing a lot of damage because of her dealing with a lot of problems, because she's only 50. Oh, in canon in the movie, she's actually 15, and so the mayor thinks she's just a minor, throwing her into the danger. So at one point, all their stuff gets repossessed by the police. But it was just really interesting how they did this. It was kind of like somewhat nostalgia from the second movie of Ghostbusters, bringing it into more of a modern version of what we have today. So it was kind of cool through the entire plot, and how this one dude decided to sell some of his great-grandmother's things at his house. And apparently one of the things is this orb that can change this ice god deity, and it gets released, and it turns New York into a frozen wasteland, and it's the Ghostbusters' job to stop it before it wreaks havoc on the world, and which at the very end they kind of do save the world, which it's kind of obvious, because and then mostly all the original cast from Ghostbusters, like Dan Aykroyd was back, Winston was back, or the guy that played Winston came back. Bill Murray was in there. That secretary chick was in there. I can't remember her name in particularly, but she was actually asked got into one of those space or those jumpsuits, and she was apparently I saw a video where she was actually excited to hear that part way from the filming. The director and some of the asked her if you want, hey, do you want to be inside one of those jumpsuits? So she was actually able to become one of the Ghostbusters and actually help save the world, which was actually kind of cool. So it's like she was like, "What's Buster's ghost?" It was great. I actually really and truly love the movie. Quite a bit of action, quite a bit of funny moments, thrilling. There's some interesting like ghost interactions with Phoebe and this one chick that she was playing chess with in the New York park. Apparently, she was actually part of this ghost was actually part of the plot of this movie. I don't want to say too much of it, but it's not to spoil it for anything anyway. But it was just cool to throughout the entire movie. We got reintroduced for some of the old actors that were from Afterlife. Some of them got moved to New York to help with the Ghostbusters, like that one dude that was from Afterlife that was videotape dude or audio dude, whatever his name was. That kid was messing with all like a lot of tech. He was back, and then he was working with Dan Aykroyd's character in his shop where he buys old items and repossesses the items from spirits that hold item. You know how like ghosts like hold or like people like hold on to weird items, and when they pass away, their spirit gets inside that item. So it basically Dan Aykroyd's character in the movie. Well, we all know who he plays. He has this shop where anyone that actually sells their items to his shop, he uses that one of those devices where it detects like spiritual essence from an item, and he extracts that out of it, so he can use that to put away into the ghost container at the fire hall. So that's basically what he does. And then apparently, with Winston's character, he actually bought an old like aquarium zoo place where they turned it into a ultra freaking prison ghost place where they trap more ghosts there, and it becomes more of a museum attraction where you actually see the ghosts contained inside these big containers where you can actually see them like interacting anywhere in the room, but they don't get out because they're protected by this what's it called, like a Froton glass case where they can't get out. So it was kind of cool to see these ghosts come up to the glass and you can just see them. And there's this one that looked really freaking awesome. It was very scary, but it looked very cool. I was like, oh my god! I was like, oh, that is so neat. But we got introduced by a couple interesting new ghosts. There's this one called professioner, where it actually professes like any kind of item in the room, like a vacuum or a pop bottle or a freaking chair or a backpack or a trash can or a trash bag. It possesses things and it just wails around in the room with that item. It was actually kind of an interesting like spirit ghost thing. And then it was just a very interesting movie. I really did enjoy it. My mom did too, and my mom is a big Ghostbusters fan. She loves the old Ghostbusters movies, and I kind of grew up watching the same things with my mom, and I actually like these kind of movies and kind of stuff. So yeah, it was cool. I love I love this story and the mythology arc of the artifact that they found that had the ghost entity in that frozen ghost entity in. It was kind of cool how they figured out what dialect and language it came from, and the backstory, like how it wreaked havoc on the world like thousands years ago. And it was just a very interesting, very well done. Absolutely loved it. So for the big rating for this movie, I think I'm just gonna give it a spot on 5 out of 5. It was just awesome. It was just absolutely breathtaking. Oh, breathtaking. And then, I can see my breath. It's getting frozen. But yeah, it was just really awesome. I thought it was very well done. And the director himself and a few other. And I think his friends are the producers. They actually thought of more ideas of what they want to do with more Ghostbusters movies. So they're on the lines of other ideas what they want to do with the franchise to continue on making more Ghostbuster movies. So they have more ideas in store for more Ghostbuster films in the near future. So we're going to be seeing a lot more than not just the Frozen Empire, but we're probably getting we're probably getting another trilogy of Ghostbuster movies in the next couple of years. So either way, guys, that's all I gotta say for this entire thing. I want to spoil way too much about it, but go take your family, go take your kids. It's not really that scary. I mean, there is some here and there, not really jump scares, but yeah, I think your kids can totally handle it. But I would recommend have supervise your kids and just make sure they don't get too scared or anything like that. But there's nothing really too scary about this movie. It's not really like one of those hyped up horror movies where you gotta actually cover your kids' eyes because it's like so scary they'll rip off people's heads. Not in this movie. It's more of a friendly-ish kind of movie, and it's not really that brutal. So I recommend it. You guys go see it right now. It's like one of the highest movies to watch right now in theaters. So go see it. I love it. It's great. And plus it makes me feel good. See you guys next time.